Hello guys, how are you? And welcome back to my YouTube channel. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you really guys so much for all of you who watched and subscribed to my YouTube channel up to this point. And I would like to remind you that if you're here, please just subscribe and click the notification bell down there, comment or share these YouTube videos, anyone you might find them useful. And I really appreciate if you do that because it helps a lot in promoting my channel and growing this channel as a whole. So thank you so much for that. First and foremost, I'd like to introduce a very important playlist today, a playlist that will discuss about prompt engineering, which is like the new language of this AI era. The title of this video series will be Mastering Prompt Engineering, Advanced AI Training for Senior Software Developers. I will be teaching you the best ways to handle large projects, large software engineering projects, and how to perform prompt engineering in a way that you get expected of what you wanted to get out of the large language model. I'm going to create a new folder, as you can see, and I'm going to name it Prompt Engineering. And then after creating a new folder and naming it Prompt Engineering, I can just open it by right-clicking on it and then opening the terminal, all windows at this moment. And then after that, I get a new terminal. I'm working on Windows for now, and I can just clear that and open my. After opening my Visual Studio Code, I can now proceed to make my project. First and foremost, I'd like to remind you about one of the first videos that I made when I was starting out this channel, and that is how to manage dependencies in Python and to manage project requirements. And for that, I'm going to start off this new project using Poetry. Since I have Poetry installed, I'll not be going through the process of installing and configuring Poetry for now, but if you are interested, you can go back to our previous videos doing Poetry new, and that is how you always initiate new projects. And then let me name my project Workspace. That is where I'll be working. After the project is created, I can now navigate directly to the Workspace directory by doing Poetry cd Workspace. And now I'm in Workspace directory. I know that all these dependencies and files are default files that are being generated by Poetry with no addition whatsoever. So what can I do? I can now test whether the Poetry itself is working and that I can run a file just as a matter of confirming that I'll not have problems later in the future. So I'm going to create just a new file in this directory, and then I'm just going to name it main.py. So let me print just for confirming that hello, Poetry is working. And then I can run it through command line by doing Poetry run python main.py. At this point, Poetry will now proceed to configure my project environments and everything inside that. I'll be waiting for some time and I'll be back in a short while. Hello guys, you are back. And now we can see that Poetry is well configured because I can run the file within the virtual environment using Poetry command. And for that, I am well set for rest of working throughout this project. For example, if I want to install, let's say, the OpenAI Python helper, OpenAI. And this one will also take some time to install and configure, and then we'll be back in a short while. Okay guys, we are back. And now we can see that OpenAI was installed. Another package that will be needed in this situation is Anthropic. And for me to install Anthropic, I will just do poetry add Anthropic. And then I'm done with installing both OpenAI and Anthropic libraries. The only remaining library that we need, especially with regards to large language models, is the library that will help us with LLaMA 3. Since LLaMA 3 is an open source language model, there are many ways in which you can use it and install LLaMA 3 in your system. Since there are a lot of ways that you can consider, and I want you to understand this deeply, I will not cover the installation of LLaMA 3 language helper until the moment that we will be using LLaMA 3. But at this point, I can also install a given library called python.env that will help me with managing environmental variables within my poetry project. And that one you can do by poetry add python.env. And now guys, I have all my environment variables and everything that I need for the rest, all part of this project set. Without further ado, I want to thank you for watching this video on setting the environment variables. And I thank you so much, and I promise you that what we have done here is so phenomenal, and it will make running of this tutorial and this playlist so smooth that you can't even believe it. So thank you for now. Until next time.